Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. I feel like I have to kind of like stretch out my arms a little bit because they're like these big things on the side of me. But anyway, yeah. This is like the third video that I'm doing. I think it's going to be, I'm going to transition into another topic. But the third video I'm doing in my series called The Business of Me. Kind of for those of you who are interested or ever kind of felt like, I don't really know LaShanda. I don't know what's going on with her. Just kind of let you in on who I am and what I do. Um, this video is really about the price tag. And if you're like, what is she talking about? It's about, why I charge the prices that I charge, why I charge at all. It's interesting to hear people say, well, she might be giving away free stuff, but then she wants you to buy something and da 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 da. And it's interesting for me. In some respects, it's a little disheartening because at the end of the day, this is business. I am an entrepreneur, and I don't want people to feel as if I'm trying to sell them something. But in reality, I am. I'm an entrepreneur. And one of the things that I love when I had a conversation with Michelle from Not Your Mama's News is she says, I like listening to you. I like listening to your videos. I like your teaching style because you don't come off as a car, used car salesman. She said, you don't come off as a used car salesman. I really feel like you're genuine in what you do. You really want to connect and help other women entrepreneurs of color, which is what I'm trying to do. It's not fake, it's not a script. I didn't learn this because somebody taught it to me like knuckles, blood, sweat, and tears, trying to figure this out and build my own business. And I'm not one of those people who hoards information, so I like to share it with others. But one of the things that, or actually a couple of things I want my sisters to understand, and not just my sisters, but other entrepreneurs, um, two things actually with respect to black women, with respect to women period. We're very nurturing, we're mothers, and a lot of us, especially the ones who want to be proactive and community, do a lot of community service and feel like we want to help other people. We get into this space where we're spending hours, days, months, years putting energy into other people, into really doing things for no cost. And secretly, some of us, I know at some point, secretly myself, I was doing MSOI for years, just out of the love and passion of wanting to showcase people of color. But secretly, I wanted to get paid. I wanted somebody, in essence, a black enterprise, some wonderful black philanthropist to kind of say, you know what, I'm going to give you $40,000 a year to keep doing that. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. It wasn't something that was going to happen because the reality is that's not how any entrepreneur makes it. That's not how white or black any business owner gets to that next level. 9 times out of 10, you're investing in your business, you're seeing yourself, and that's the first step. You're seeing yourself as an entrepreneur, as a business person, and you're saying, you know what, I love helping you, but the reality is I've got to help myself. I've got to take my business to the next level. I cannot simply do all of this for free because it's not just that you're trying to get people to buy from you or you're gone trying to get money, 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 money. Because obviously, if you are like me and you're trying to do things that uplift the community, it's not simply about the money. I don't stay up days and days and days and days working on projects relevant to black people and selling products for $5 when my white counterparts are selling products for 500 because it's fun. I do it because I love that and I understand our socioeconomic status, so I don't try to price people at prices they realistically can't afford. And in some respects, I know people can afford it, but that there goes that other thing with women. We try to set the price at a price that we think everybody can afford, so we want to keep it dirt cheap and dirt low. But here's the thing though, in order to help people, in order to help myself, in order to see my son blossom and flourish and take that next step to college, I have to be a businesswoman. I cannot just be a martyr. I cannot just be an activist and work and work and work and work and give and give. And when you send me an email to spend 6 hours working with you aimlessly and helplessly, because I would love to get to the point where I can do that. But first, I got to get to Oprah status. First, I got to get to Russell Simmons status where I can make bigger steps and bigger contributions financially. But making those contributions means that I've got to invest in me. I've got to get my business to where it needs to be. So I say that not just for what I've got to do, but if you're an entrepreneur, that's what you have to do as well. There's nothing wrong with putting on a price tag. And what I learned also is there's nothing wrong with putting on a bigger price tag. Because that's also a struggle too. You don't want to isolate people, you don't want to shut people out. But look, if you're selling $1, realize you've got to sell 1,000 to get to 1,000. And just really, how much is 1,000? Is it really gonna do much for you, you know? So it's kind of understanding there's so much more to business, and there's nothing wrong with seeing that there's a business side to everything that you do. Hell, there's a business side to not for profits. You think that would be a contradiction given the fact that they are not for profit organizations, but it's not, because in order for them to get a space, in order for them to have events that reach people, in order for them to create their products and all their community outreach, they need money. Okay, so that's what I want to kind of explain to you now. Like I said before, the price tag isn't for me simply about getting paid. It's also about accommodating the people within my audience and making things accessible to people. But I also realize that at the end of the day, you have to be a business person. You have to create prices that not only fit your customers, and sometimes as women, we just create the price that we think is going to get them to buy. But you also have to create the price that's going to get you to the point where you want in your business. So, that's definitely something that I kind of wanted to shed light on. And yes, I am an entrepreneur, I'm a marketer, so I'm going to give you free information. But if you're an entrepreneur and you understand business, everything that you get, you can either do one of two things. You can take that information, run with it, and do your own research and blossom from that. Or at some point, say to yourself, you know what? I think she knows what she's talking about. I want to get a consultation from her. I want to get her ebook. I want to watch her training videos. I want to do Business Women of Color. And it's not about investing in me. That's about investing in you. Because what's interesting about that? I just had a really wonderful conversation with my co-partner, Rochelle Shaw, on Business Women of Color. And she said, I tell people I spent over $100,000 to learn marketing. Now, Rochelle, if you haven't heard me talk about Rochelle before, and I'm sure you have, is the multi-million dollar mompreneur who was the only African American public utility owner in the nation. Okay, she owned Fresh Start in Las Vegas. Now, when Rochelle says that, it's kind of that light bulb moment. you know she invested in her business. And I think a lot of us, especially sisters and brothers, and we think that by association, you black, I'm black, so you should just be obligated to give me this information for free. But nobody gave it to us for free, and we try and give as much information to you for free as we possibly can. But at some point, it's business. And at some point, if you want to make your business grow, you've got to invest in it. Rochelle spent 100,000. I spent $40,000 a year to go to Columbia. After I left Columbia, I did a whole lot of research, a whole lot to get to the point where I can create businesses and design websites and market myself. So when I share that information, I feel like I'm sharing that blessing with people. But then we need that cyclic rotation. I can only do, like, for example, when I buy black on BBWO and I put my money back into black businesses, I can only do that when I'm getting money into my black business. So that's kind of what it's all about. It's about exchanging of ideas, but the money is there. Is nothing to be ashamed about. It's nothing wrong with having prices. It's nothing wrong with marketing your business. And like I said, sometimes in the black culture and environment, we got things flipped. Some black folks think that, being smart is dumb. Some think that, and I'm not saying it's reality for everyone, but I'm saying these are the stereotypes, especially within our kids, that we have to counteract. And a part of us wanting, as entrepreneurs, black entrepreneurs, we can't just want people to buy into our businesses and to buy our products. We kind of have to do the same thing for other people if we want that to happen for ourselves and we want that cycle to happen. I'm a spiritual person. I believe that you give your 10%, and I try to do that. I give my 10% on BBWO. I give my 10% when I give out free information. And you might say, oh, why didn't she guys sell me something at the end? Because I'm marketing. I'm, I'm not trying to get more people into my industry and my business. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I won't be ashamed of that. Like I said, it's who I am, and that is the business of me. So, definitely look out for more videos from me. I'm actually going to do some more called The Confessions of an Internet Entrepreneur. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Take care.